Scientists trying to unlock the secrets of Teotihuacan.
NASA has released pictures of huge patterns.
A place of mystery, still a giant's construction.
The Earth is massive, and every now and then we find something that leaves us questioning everything.
LiDAR utilizes laser wave pulses to create a 3D representation of an area.
And that is exactly what I am going to show you all in this video. Number 1. Kaimanawa Forest Park. The Kaimanawa Wall is a mysterious stone structure in New Zealand's Kaimanawa Forest Park that has puzzled researchers. The wall consists of precisely cut stones, some weighing several tons, arranged in straight lines and sharp angles. Which is weird, because who even did all that work? Did one of these things build it? Who knows? Archaeologist Barry Brailsford discovered the wall in 1996.
Close examination reveals behind the first lot of blocks are more layers, separated by a perfect gap.
Its precise northward alignment resembles ancient structures like the pyramids of Giza, and I have always believed the pyramids were there doing too. Some might say it's a natural formation, but does it look like one? What do you think? Number 2. Nan Madol. Nan Madol is an ancient city located off the coast of Pohnpei in Micronesia, and it's truly fascinating. Built entirely on a coral reef, this city consists of nearly 100 artificial islands, all connected by narrow canals. The whole area is protected by an outer seawall, giving it a mysterious, otherworldly vibe.
This place potentially is thousands of years older than what mainstream archaeology suggests.
The city's walls, covering about 75 hectares, are made of massive stones, some weighing up to 50 tons. These walls can reach up to 15 meters high, and these walls and the detailed irrigation system raise questions about the people, or maybe aliens, who created all of it. If it was humans, how the builders moved such huge stones, and why they chose this location remains a mystery. Or could it be a giant species of humans? I mean, there have been several discoveries hinting at the presence of giants. Number 3. Teotihuacan. Another mysterious ancient city is Teotihuacan, located in central Mexico. It probably had 200,000 residents about 2,000 years ago. The structures in this city are perfectly built, and there's even a tunnel system.
The 3D image shows the tunnel continuing in a straight path.
But who built it, and where did these people go? No written records are left, making it difficult to know anything about them. And if you think it was the Aztecs, let me correct you. The city existed about 1,000 years before the Aztecs, so it had to be someone else. Who? That remains a mystery. Aztecs, however, believed that the gods built this city.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
That should explain how little we know about this mysterious city. I mean, what gods need a city? And for what? Anyways, moving on to number 4. Puma Punku. Puma Punku is an archaeological site in western Bolivia. And yes, even this city has kept everyone wondering. Located near Tiwanaku, it's located 13,000 feet above sea level. Now, what makes it mysterious? Well, it's always the stonework. And at this point, these people really had technology. The accuracy with which the blocks were carved is mind-boggling. And mind you, these stones are heavy. Some of them weigh up to 180 tons, and most of them were transported to a distance of 55 miles away. How? No one really knows.
But wait! There's more!
This mysterious area was most definitely astronomy in mind.
Ancient alien theorists view Puma Punku as clear proof of extraterrestrial influence.
I mean, just look at the structure. That's the kind of place those zodiac sign girlies would want to build. All the structures align with important celestial events, like the sun's rising and setting. Number 5. Gantija, Malta. Now this one isn't exactly about aliens, but giants. This megalithic temple complex, known as Gantija in Malta, is said to have been built by giants. For context, it dates back to between 3600 and 2500 BC. There are 3 temples. 2 are perfectly preserved and completed, while the third one was abandoned incomplete. The temples were built using locally sourced limestone. But here's the thing. Those stones are massive, so massive that even today's machinery might have trouble picking them up, and that's only the beginning. The time period in question was when there was no language at all. How were they communicating to be able to build such precise buildings?
No written records have ever been discovered to explain who built the megalithic temples in Malta.
There were no wheels either, so what technology were they using really? Even if they had wheels at that time, those massive stones couldn't be moved with such simple apparatus. Guess there are giants under Malta. Number 6. Stonehenge. No such video is complete without the mention of Stonehenge. This prehistoric monument is also known to have some mystery to it. 13-foot-tall stones weighing up to 25 tons assembled like that. That's no ordinary feat. The construction of Stonehenge started somewhere in 3000 BC and continued until about 1600 BC. But why did these people spend so much time building this henge? Some think it was for astronomical purposes. The alignment of Stonehenge with the summer and winter solstices suggests it was used to observe important celestial events. But then some believe it's some sort of a portal. What if it really was a portal and we could open it somehow, even today? And since we're on the topic of weird places, let's talk about number 7, Göbekli Tepe. This is possibly the first temple on Earth, and that's exactly what makes it unique. Göbekli Tepe, located in southeastern Turkey's Şanlıurfa province, dates back to about 11,000 years. It predates Stonehenge and the pyramids of Giza, making it a significant landmark in the study of ancient civilizations. There's a man-made hill rising about 15 meters and spanning roughly 300 meters in diameter. Göbekli Tepe consists of several circular structures constructed in 2 main phases. Not just that, there are over 200 massive T-shaped limestone pillars arranged in 20 circles, many adorned with intricate carvings of animals and abstract symbols. In later phases, rectangular rooms with polished lime floors were added. This means these people somehow improved their construction skills and technology.
There have been archaeological misconceptions that this stone represents some specific astronomical date.
Now, while there is enough information about who built this temple, very little is known about the purpose behind building it. And just like any other ancient site, this one also has some stories linked to it. Some even believe that these people were worshipping some alien creature. Seriously?
We became human.
Number 8. The Mariana Trench. The Mariana Trench, in the western Pacific Ocean, is the deepest part of the world's oceans. It stretches over 1,380 miles long and reaches a maximum depth of about 10,994 meters. This makes it one of the most extreme environments on Earth, but also a place where aliens might exist. The incredible depth means the pressure here is over 1,000 times greater than at sea level.
This kind of pressure would crush anything.
The temperatures are so low, and there is so much darkness that scientists haven't been able to study this area properly. Many animals have adapted to the environment there, and since it's still unexplored, we don't know what terrifying creatures might be living in there. Number 9. The Amazon Rainforest. The Amazon rainforest, the largest rainforest on Earth, covers about 40% of South America. The rainforest is home to around 390 billion trees and countless plant and animal species.
Hundreds of prescription drugs have come from the Amazon rainforest, and 70% of plants with anti-cancer properties are found in the rainforest.
But apart from that, it's also said to be home to scary, mysterious creatures. The tribes of the Amazon tell tales of creatures that wander the forest, but so far, no one has seen them. But there's been a lot of mysterious sightings in the Amazon River. Imagine coming face to face with a giant anaconda or a creature like this one. Number 10. The The Himalayas. Now, most people might say, there's nothing mysterious about the Himalayas, but boy, do I have stories to tell. Some people have talked about witnessing Bigfoot here, and if Bigfoot is real, no other place would have been safer for that creature than the Himalayas. The footprints were also discovered, and each of them was around 12 inches long. Can't be a bear or any other animal because they don't have such massive feet. Apart from the Bigfoot, many also believe that the Himalayas are home to Yeti as well. Many Sherpas have confirmed witnessing a creature which looks a lot like a Yeti. The footprints they found could have been of a Yeti instead of Bigfoot. Number 11. The Zone of Silence, Mexico. Now, everything isn't all about mysterious creatures. Some places in the world are just naturally weird. Take the Zone of Silence in Mexico, for example. Known for its unexplained phenomenon, this desert simply doesn't allow any electrical equipment to work. Yep, your phone and any other device will stop working as soon as you enter the area. A nightmare for iPad kids, for sure. The area is sometimes even called the Area 51 of Mexico, since many people have reported strange occurrences in the area. Scientists, however, believe that all of this only happens because of high electromagnetic energy, which might be caused by some specific minerals or elements present in this area. And honestly, that makes the most sense to me. Number 12. The Dancing Forest, Russia. The Dancing Forest is a unique spot on Russia's Curonian Spit by the Baltic Sea. In this forest, pine trees grow in strange, twisted shapes that make the landscape look almost magical. The trees curve and spiral, giving the forest a cool appearance, or maybe an eerie one, because why do all those trees look like that?
Trunks of over 1,000 trees are crooked like fishing hooks. At about 30 centimeters above ground, the trunk suddenly bends by almost 90 degrees.
Walking in this forest at night must be a nightmare. The unusual shapes of the trees are thought to be caused by a mix of factors: strong coastal winds, sandy soil, and the forest's special climate might all play a role. Some scientists also believe that the trees might have been affected by the shifting sand dunes or the high winds. But what if it's nothing but a witch's curse? Just joking.
You love-struck witch!
You know what I mean. Number 13. The Devil's Kettle, Minnesota, USA. The Devil's Kettle is another unexplained place, and no one has understood the phenomenon that goes on here even today. It's known for the waterfall, where part of the water seems to disappear into a deep, unknown hole. Despite efforts like dye tests, GPS trackers, and throwing various objects into the hole, no one knows exactly where the water goes.
But where does this mysterious flow of water go?
The most popular idea is that the water travels through underground channels and comes out somewhere else, but the exact path is still a mystery. Others are of the opinion that the water just travels underground, and that's why no one is able to track it. Shouldn't they just put a GPS tracker in place to check the route? That shouldn't be difficult, right? Number 14. Al-Nasla, Saudi Arabia. We have seen everything from aliens to giants so far, but this one single rock here needs a lot of explanation. Al-Nasla, located in the Tamar Oasis of Saudi Arabia, is one of those natural wonders that makes you stop and think, how on earth did that happen? Two massive sandstone rocks, each towering about 20 feet tall and 30 feet wide, standing side by side. A perfect split right down the middle, so clean it looks like it was cut with a giant laser. That's Al-Nasla for you. These rocks rest on small natural pedestals, almost as if they're floating. Theories about how this split happened are all over the place, but most scientists think it's due to natural erosion from wind and water over millions of years. Number 15. The Richat Structure. The Richat Structure, often called the Eye of the Sahara, is another mysterious place on Earth. Located in Mauritania's Sahara Desert, this massive circular formation is so big that you can see it from space. Sitting on the Adrar Plateau near Ouaddaine, the Richat structure stretches about 25 miles across.
Plato depicted Atlantis surrounded by a large rectangular plain, which can be compared to the one extending for hundreds of miles here.
Thanks to its circular ridges and valleys, it looks like a giant eye from above. These rings are made up of a mix of rocks, some older, some younger, with layers of limestone, breccias, gabbros, rhyolites, and carbonatites, all adding to the pattern. At first, scientists thought this structure was an impact crater caused by a meteorite slamming into Earth. But turns out, that wasn't the case. As research continued, it became clear that the Richat structure had a different origin. Instead of a meteorite, it's now believed that tectonic forces uplifted the Earth's crust here around 100 million years ago during the Cretaceous period. But then appears an ancient map.
Has Atlantis been finally found on the ancient Roman map? Let's find out. In the dialogues Timaeus and Critias authored by Plato, there is a description of a mythical city called Atlantis.
The Pierre Rice map. According to this map, the city of Atlantis was real, and it appears to be in a similar place to the Eye of Sahara, which has raised a lot of questions. Could it be that we've been thinking about the city of Atlantis wrongly this entire time? Number 16. Sacsayhuaman. Located right outside the old Inca capital of Cusco, this fortress is too complex to have been built by humans alone. Massive stones, chiseled and stacked together, fit perfectly with each other, confirming that it took some help from extraterrestrial beings. Those rocks used in building the walls can weigh up to 360 tons each, and all of them were transported to a distance of at least 20 miles. Make it make sense. Most scientists believe that moving such stones was a piece of cake for the Inca people. They probably had the technology to do so, since similar walls can be found throughout the ancient Inca Empire. Number 17. The Great Pyramid Void. The pyramid itself is a mystery, but there's a lot more to it. In 2017, archaeologists were thrilled by a groundbreaking discovery inside the Great Pyramid of Giza. Scientists used a cutting-edge technique called cosmic ray muon radiography to find a massive, hidden void within the pyramid. Known as the Big Void, this space is above the Grand Gallery and stretches at least 30 meters long. This discovery is particularly significant because it's the first major internal structure in the pyramid since the 19th century. The void's size and position above the Grand Gallery suggest it might have had an important role in the pyramid's construction or design. Several theories exist about what the Big Void might have been used for. One idea is that it could have been an internal ramp used to move large blocks into place during the pyramid's construction. Another theory suggests that it might have been intended as a secret burial chamber for Pharaoh Khufu, who ordered the pyramid's construction. However, no evidence of a burial chamber has been found in the void. Some researchers believe the void might have been a relieving chamber designed to reduce the weight of the Grand Gallery below. However, simulations have shown that the void is too far above the gallery to effectively provide structural support. Another possibility is that the void could have been a second Grand Gallery or a similar corridor used by the builders for moving around inside the pyramid. Over time, this passageway might have been sealed off, but at the end of the day, it remains a mystery about why exactly this was made. Number 18. Gegorot Occult Center. Located in Armenia, the Gegorot Occult Center is an archaeological site dating back approximately 300 years. The site was excavated between 2003 and 2011 as part of the American-Armenian Project for the Archaeology and Geography of Ancient Trans-Caucasian Societies. No one knew what they were about to discover. 3 different shrines, all of which had one room. Now here's the interesting part. Clay basins filled with ash and ceramic vessels were found inside the rooms, confirming that the people who lived there were into some freaky rituals. No offense intended. That ash wasn't ordinary, by the way. It was of animal bones, particularly knuckle bones, from cattle, sheep, and goats. These bones were marked, burned, and then cast to predict future events based on their final position. If the animals could tell the future, wouldn't they do it while alive? Anyway, that wasn't all that these people were doing. Lithomancy, another method, utilized colored stones to forecast future occurrences. Yes, they didn't want to live in the present at all. Number 19. Nazca Pyramids. Satellite imagery has uncovered a hidden adobe pyramid in Kawachi, Peru, closely resembling the Grand Pyramid previously found at the same site. Like the Grand Pyramid, this discovered pyramid is made of adobe, a material widely used by the Nazca people. This additional pyramid suggests that Kawachi, a significant ceremonial center for the Nazca, had a more complex and layered architectural landscape. But it isn't even about the architecture only. These people were kinda crazy. Several pieces of evidence prove that they were sacrificing humans at these pyramids. Why? For the gods? As an offering? The question I need an answer for is, the people that they sacrificed, were they volunteering for all this craziness, or were they just disposing of the useless peeps from society by naming it a sacrifice for the gods? That got a little too dark, I guess. But seriously, does any of you know? Number 20. Kalambo Falls wooden structure. Most people think that tools were only invented recently, but this discovery changed the perception. In Zambia, archaeologists found a wooden structure estimated to be around 500,000 years old at Kalambo Falls. Mind you, 500,000 years is a little too old for tools to have existed. This discovery is revolutionary because it challenges previously held beliefs about early human capabilities. The structure, which includes remains of wooden tools and complex construction techniques, indicates that our ancestors had the skills to create significant architectural features much earlier than previously thought. The Kalambo Falls site provides evidence that early humans were adept at tool-making and capable of constructing durable structures. This finding suggests that the cognitive and technological advancements of early humans were more developed than once assumed, pushing back the timeline for the emergence of complex behaviors and capabilities. All in all, that's like saying our ancestors were not as dumb as scientists show them to be, and all those structures believed to have only been possible with extraterrestrial help were entirely built by humans. Because modern humans can't think of making it without advanced technology doesn't mean it was impossible for the earlier civilizations. Number 21. Newgrange. Newgrange dates back to around 3200 BC. This ancient monument is older than both Stonehenge and the pyramids of Giza, making it one of the most important Neolithic sites in Europe. It consists of a large, circular mound, about 85 meters in diameter and 13 meters high. The mound is encircled by 97 curbstones, many of which are decorated with intricate spirals and geometric patterns. And that just tells how artistic the Neolithic people were. Inside the mound,
there are carved stones.
There's a narrow passageway that leads to a cruciform chamber with 3 alcoves. The chamber is known for its corbelled roof, made with overlapping stones that fit together without the use of mortar. Once again, the engineering skills used in building this are just otherworldly. One of the most crazy features of Newgrange is its alignment with the winter solstice. During the mornings around December 19th to 23, sunlight enters through a specially designed roof box above the entrance, illuminating the inner chamber for about 17 minutes. This precise alignment suggests that the builders had a sophisticated understanding of celestial movements and likely used the site for ceremonial or religious purposes. The exact purpose of Newgrange is still a mystery. While it is classified as a passage tomb, it may have also been used for religious and ceremonial activities. The presence of human remains in the chamber suggests it was used as a burial site for important individuals, possibly priest kings. Number 22. Bukit Choras, Malaysia. Recent excavations at Bukit Choras in northwest Malaysia have uncovered a well-preserved ancient trading hub, including a Buddhist stupa and statues. The presence of a Buddhist stupa shows how the area was once influenced by Indian culture and trade networks in the region, reflecting a diverse cultural and religious landscape. This means the region was super significant when it came to trade routes. But it wasn't just an economic center, but also a religious one. So far, it's believed that many people from around the world traveled to the region for the purpose of education as well as religious learning. One of the most important findings here is of the Buddha, the 1,200-year-old Buddha statue. Scientists were thrilled because this discovery clearly means that the history of Malaysia is much more extensive than thought earlier. Number 23. Steppe geoglyphs. The steppe geoglyphs in Kazakhstan are intriguing and mysterious patterns made from earth and stones, with some dating back over 2,000 years. These large designs include various shapes and figures, and their exact purpose is still a matter of debate. These geoglyphs might have been used for ceremonial or astronomical reasons. The precision and size of the patterns suggest that the people who created them had a sophisticated understanding of landscape manipulation and possibly even celestial alignments. While people are not entirely sure what these geoglyphs were for, their existence shows that ancient steppe communities had complex cultural and ritualistic practices. Number 24. Teotihuacan, also known as the City of the Gods. It's an ancient city in Mexico. This region is also known for its architectural marvels. Yep, you heard it right. Teotihuacan has pyramidal temples and astronomical alignments. Built more than 2,000 years ago, the architecture and complexity of the buildings can make it seem otherworldly. Many believe that the people who built it got help from aliens. But trust me, it was built by humans only. Scientists suggest that over centuries, different civilizations, including Maya, Zapotec, and Mixtec, built a city that could house more than 100,000 people. Teotihuacan is often viewed as a site that exhibits significant technological advancement for pre-Aztec Mexico. The transportation system, as well as the tools used in making all of this, are evidence of advanced practices. And that is all for today. What do you think about these mysterious places? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be back with more similar content soon. So don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.